Libra, don't you get fucking annoyed when someone is trying to tell you to calm the fuck down? Because I sure fucking do. I'm a Capricorn, right? But y'all, right now I'm feeling y'all's energy, right? And to me, I fucking hate it when someone tells me to calm down. Because at the end of the day, I think that someone, when you hear them out, when you hear all their woes and cries and all their thoughts, all their disabilities, all their fucking fucked up thoughts and emotional uprising and emotional sensitivity, when you hear all this vulnerability from somebody else and they reject your version of vulnerability, they reject you because you're not sitting there crying, bitching and moaning. They reject you because you're more straightforward and direct, and when you feel mad, when you feel mean, you kind of just gonna say shit. It's like, I feel like they reject pieces and parts of you that are just they come natural to you, right? And these parts of you and pieces of you aren't directed at them. I don't even think it's toxic type shit. I keep feeling this energy of like, oh, so you think I'm too much for you? It's basically what you're saying. Now, Libra, this is you saying this. You're like, well, okay, so I'm just too much for you. Like, you just can't put up with the real me there. That's just what it is. Like, I'm not just some fucking sweet angel, though I can be a sweet motherfucking angel. I'm not no motherfucking sweet angel. That's not who I am. At the core, that is just not who I am. And so when you be getting all up in my head and trying to tell me how to be, who to be, what to wear, how to grasp the situation, or trying to tell me to calm the fuck down, can't I be angry? Don't I deserve that though? Don't I deserve to be fucking angry when you be pulling wool and doing all this extra shit, or when other people around me, they're bullshitters. They're idiots. They're stupid as fuck. Why can't I be mad at that, right? So 6 of Wands is, I think you're releasing a person, or you're releasing a chapter with a person, with an individual. I think that you got really, really lucky and unlucky, because I think through the scenario, through the situation, you realize how important it was for you to be your authentic self. You realize how important it was not to self-sabotage, not to create like a voice in your head, not to allow somebody else, like I think the marionette or the puppeteering card. Because I feel like someone definitely puppeteered you into becoming someone you weren't, someone who's so sensitive, so submissive. It's like, okay, well, sensitivity is great, well, vulnerability is great. If you can't control that vulnerability, then what the fuck is the point of being vulnerable if you just go and dump all over somebody? That's not vulnerability, that's forcing somebody. That's force. That's piling onto someone else's problems. It's like you can't be, I think you can't be overly sensitive and also be like put together. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense on what this person was trying to achieve here. We got the Romeo and Juliet card. 10 of Pentacles is like, okay, well, I think you kind of lied to yourself. I think because whether this relationship was long-term or not, I think you gotta lie to yourself, because I think you gotta told yourself, you're like, well, it's okay, because I think I could fit the bill as this person's wifey or a husband or so. I think I could like try to change and shift and shape myself. I think I could be that for somebody else. Like, I think I could do that. I don't think that's unreasonable. I think that this is a pretty normal average life. But Libra, please tell me something. You don't have to be normal and average. So why would you even put that down on yourself? You don't have to, like, as long as you're not hurting and harming people, meaning emotionally and physically, you are allowed to enact your real and true emotions, even if that shit sounds crazy as fuck, even if that shit looks crazy as fuck, even if your creativity ain't nothing nobody's ever seen before and they're uncomfortable by this shit. Those of you that do sex work, those of you that do, just weird shit when it comes to money, doing something strange for some change type shit. You're allowed to do these things, this amount of self-expression. You're like, well, I stopped doing it because it was addiction, da 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 da. Okay. Here's the thing, right? Control. We are talking about control, Libra. We are talking about being able to respect yourself and being able to find other people who respect you and respect your time. Because Here we have a relationship, a situation that didn't work out because you turned off your fucking brain. You turned off Libra. You turned off what it meant to be yourself. You just turned yourself off. And you can't do that. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you need to be your most authentic self. You need to show your vulnerability in the way that you want to, not in the way that someone begs you or forces you to or yells at you to. It's like, okay, Libra, well, if you're always passive aggressive, I don't understand what the fuck you're feeling. I don't understand why you just can't tell me, da da da. It's like Libra will tell you in your own goddamn time, in their own goddamn time. There ain't nothing wrong with telling somebody your feelings and your thoughts in your own goddamn time. Because at the end of the day, you, even to the extent of knowing someone for like 5 years, 2 years, you will not know everything about said person. You will not know everything that person's kept under wraps, right? They don't even fucking know. At the end of the day, a relationship is supposed to be about getting to know somebody through long, extended periods of time. And even if the relationship is short, still, your game, set, and match, your end game, your resolve should be about getting to know somebody deeply, right? Deeply. Getting deep in that bitch. Okay? No dust on the relationship type shit. It should never, ever be boring. It should never, ever be exhausting. It should feel like you're consistently learning, you're consistently grasping somebody, you're consistently able to exercise what it's like to be yourself with another individual that might not be anything like you, nothing like you, but still, you are allowed to be yourself. Okay? You both can allow each other to be yourselves. That's what's important. Okay? That's what's happening right now. All right, we're gonna draw one more card and see what's up. One more card. So, y'all are trying to find the end all be all, and I understand that. I understand it gets frustrating. I understand that, a lot of the time the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so it's gonna take longer than what you're thinking, because if you're trying to become, if you're trying to become your most authentic self, they're saying you need more time in the oven. You need more time to be comfortable in your own skin. Okay, stop acting like someone you're not. Okay, because at the end of the day, all you're going to attract is fakes on fakes on fakes on fakes. Stop acting like someone you're not. The Wheel of Fortune shows that this person exists. This individual that you're looking for, these peoples that you're looking for, they do exist. Okay, they are, honestly, I'm telling you, you will meet them whenever you're comfortable in your own skin, and until you at least start that process, it's never going to happen. Okay, because you're going to keep attracting that same dirty motherfucker that wants to shift and shape and change you and tell you who to be and how to be. And then you have to do basically the same to them, because you trying to mirror them. You trying to, like, ain't nobody should have to pretend to be somebody else in order to be in a relationship with you. Okay, and you should not have to do that same thing to them. Okay, you should not have to teach them like you some motherfucker, like you their parent, right? Like you some motherfucking teacher, school teacher. Like you should not have to do that. You should not have to do that. That's not what we're gonna do. All right? You are trying not to self-sabotage yourself. And at the end of the day, that means you cannot give up on yourself. Don't give up on who you are. Don't start playing, the side of the field where you act like someone you're not to somebody in order to attract them, and then suddenly you start slowly showing them versions of yourself. You need to be yourself right out the gate. That is what I'm letting you know. Be yourself right out the fucking gate. If they can't accept you face value, tell them to go fuck themselves. That's what's up. That's what's up, Libra. Now, enjoy.